So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think we got everybody here that was coming from out of town. So I just want to start and say a couple things. There's a few people want to say something, and then we'll let Elijah sign his life away. But I just want to say this about the program to start with. You know, we in our program, we always talk about that it's bigger than us. The program represents the past, the present, and the future. And you know, when we talk about this senior class, this team, and what they've done for the program, and I just want to say something about the senior class. And it's a special bunch. We're probably going to sign 7 or 8 in February, which is exciting. But I just want to go over a few accomplishments for what this team has done, because we all know that Elijah is a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player, but it takes a team, and we all understand that, and we all know that. And what's great about this team is that we are not selfless, that we do care about each other, and we are in it for each other. But this program, or this team, what it's done for the program in the last 4 years has been to 1 semifinal, been to 2 quarterfinals, been to a first-round playoff. That's 11 postseason games. That's that's a 5-year season. So, Big Potter, there's not many times, Double Nickel, that you get to be a 5-year senior, and that's what you guys are. And that is when programs grow. When we can play in postseason like we have over the last several years, it makes an impact. It has a huge impact on us with the experience that we have. But we're here today also to celebrate a great young man, and so I want to say something about Elijah. This is my coaching ability of recognizing talent. When Elijah came on campus the first day, I'll never forget this, is at Tonquest Ball, we had him at running back, and we had Elijah penciled in at receiver. We just felt like Elijah we knew he was a running back down the road, but we felt like he needed some time to grow and get acclimated to the high school level. But he came up to me and he said, "Coach," I really want to be a running back. And I said, "I tell you what we'll do. We'll let you go out there today, and we'll let you play running back, and then we'll make a decision from there." And I knew that what we were going to do is we were going to hand him the football, and then we were going to go put him at receiver and let him grow. Tonquest be the guy, and then he would be the guy the next year. Well, we handed him the ball one time, and we said, "Tonquest, you back at receiver, Elijah, you running back." Didn't take long to realize how special this guy is. I tell you, the thing about him is that it's not about him. He does care about his teammates. If you ask me what he is, he's a teammate. He's a team player. He's selfless. He's always, in 4 years, not one time he ever asked me. He's probably gone to Coach Claybo, but he's never asked me what his stats were for the night. Never asked me how many yards he rushed for. Knew how many touchdowns. Never been an issue at all. What he's going to do today is he's going to graduate. He's going to sign early with the early signing date. He's going to graduate here in just a couple of days. He's going to be an early enrollee at Missouri, which means that come January, he's going to be a full-time Missouri student athlete, and that's exciting. And what that does for him, and what we're excited for him, is that it gets him into the weight program and the nutrition program, acclimated to academics for the winter and spring. It's go through spring practice, summer stuff, and then by fall he's been there for a year, and it's going to be great for Elijah. And he's going to do great things. And I think I was talking to John Ward from Sports Animal was out here earlier, and he mentioned about how special it was that Coach came to Nashville to meet with Elijah. What's even more special is that the AD sent Missouri to South Doyle High School on Monday morning after they announced that they were letting the other coach go, to assure Elijah that his scholarship was still on the table. And that's how much they care about him and expect him to be a big part of what they're going to do in the next 4 or 5 years. Just, and we don't need to get into stats, but over 4,000 yards rushing, 59 touchdowns, region MVP, Region 2 5A MVP, All-State. Last year, I'm going to assume he'll make it this year. He is what is so cool here is the 5A Mr. Football in the state of Tennessee. That in itself is special. But even more than that is the 5A Tennessee Gatorade Football Player of the Year. That says that he and 49 other guys across the United States have been selected as the best football players in the United States. And he is a finalist for the Mr. Gatorade Football Player of the Year. So we're excited to see where that ends up. He also, we've talked with getting the Gatorade Player of the Year comes with, he gets $1,000 to donate to a charity, a youth program. And so we're working on that. That's just a great opportunity for him, and excited about his future. I want to, before we sign, there's a couple guys I know. There's a few people that would like to say some things. I know Coach Claybo said that he'd like to. Coach Elijah said he'd like for him to. So, Coach, I want you want to come up and say a couple things. Anybody that wants to, we'll stay here all day. We don't want to let him go, so we'll stay as long as you want to stay. Coach wants to say something. Coach Magid, anybody else? Coach Berry, Mr. Berry's going to. Coach.
Yeah, you think a football coach come up here and talk about Elijah and playing football. But to me, that's not all football is, because football has an expiration date on it, right? We all know that what football teaches us is life skills and character, how to be better men, right? And I think Elijah has shown a lot of that. I think what you've seen in his life and how he's gone through it, he's shown you the steps that you can take to overcome and get through adversity, right? Because adversity, right, doesn't build character, it reveals it, right? And I think he's starting to reveal a lot of what he is. Remember that academic, first of all, shout out to Mr. Berry and the whole, to the teachers for who helped him get to where he's gotten academically. Elijah, you know as well as I do, you weren't a brainiac, were you? Right? I understand. Neither was I, right? Neither was I. But he worked his butt off in the classroom and got with the administrators and people that guided him through this process. Because get to the next level is not easily academically, right? This is what he's done is just not something you do. You just don't see it every day, right? So take what he has done, learn from it, remember what he's done, and apply it to yourself. Young men out there right now, right? My young guys, you hear me? Make sure that what you do, you learn from this. I'm proud of you, son. I'll always remember you. I'll do anything I ever can for you. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
Good deal. Coach, hey, Mr. Berry, you want to?
Yeah.
Coach Magid. Coach.
Just want to make a couple of comments. First, I want to thank all the parents and teammates that are in the room. Like Coach said, you don't get to this stage without a lot of help. People out front blocking for you, people making decisions for you, people calling plays, certainly people in the stands that have been with you for 12 and 13 years to watch you develop and grow. From my standpoint, I'm a little bit selfish and want to keep in mind it's not about me today. I have row 16 seats in Neyland Stadium, and I wanted to see him in a little bit of orange, but it's not about my happiness. It's about his happiness, and he's happy at the University of Missouri, and I couldn't be happier for him and his family and people standing around him today. This is my 30th year, and I've seen a lot of athletes go in and out of schools. And like Coach Claybo said, there's more to it than just which hole you hit and how hard you do it and the weight workouts and things like that. You have to take care of things in the classroom, and he has done that. And we have a lot of talent in this school. We've got a lot of Elijah Young sitting out here in this audience right now that you need to take note that your example's sitting right here, that you take care of business in the classroom. But not just that, that you're a true ambassador for your school. And Elijah has been a true ambassador for South Doyle High School. I've been impressed with how he conducts himself, with how he has handled the pressure of college recruiting, I had a sister that was a Division I basketball player and recruited by a lot of people across the nation in Miss Basketball, and I know the pressure and the adversity that puts on your life to be a student athlete and then come here day in and day out and have to deal with that pressure. So the way he has handled that has been unbelievably spectacular. I just never see things get to him. Doesn't matter what the situation is, whether we get a false call in a game and he's got to sit out the rest of a ball game. You know, he was right there on the sidelines dealing with that, cheering his teammates on, and he did what he needed to do to support his team. So today I want to thank Patsy. I want to thank all of his support system around him that made him who he is today. I want to thank all of you for your role in getting him to this place and say thank you. I love you, and I wish you the best of luck at Missouri. Thank you.
Coach Magic.
I've got a quick story that I didn't know if I would ever get a chance to say in a public setting like this. I've told it privately a few times about Elijah, and I think it just is a true testament to the character that this young man is. In a track meet, there are 3 medals, first, second, third, gold medal, bronze, and you run off all the heats to get there, and in a big meet, an invitational championship meet, you may run 6 or 7 heats, and you've got dozens of kids running in those events. And it speaks to the kind of teammate that he is too. In the slower heats, you have kids who you may win your heat, and if you remember playing in little leagues, you might get a ribbon if you're a heat winner when you're a little kid. But in high school, it changes a little bit, and the lessons become different. But we had a special needs kid on the team at the time, and they did well in their heat, and came to me and wondered about the medal, and in trying to figure out how to best explain why there wasn't a medal for this heat. And the next thing I know, Elijah Young is scratching his event off of his medal and bringing it to me. I said, well, Elijah, I think I can go find her one. And he says, Coach, I want her to have mine. And I said, do you want to give it to her? And he said, no, Coach, I want you to give it to her. And so I'm just going to leave that at that. And that's how I always remember Elijah Young.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Anybody else? Gotti. My man. Man, not even sleep either.
All right, so everybody knows Elijah, especially for these last 5 years. I'm going to tell you something about Elijah from elementary school. I mean, this is, I guess it was third grade, and found out that he was my son's cousin. And, they grew up and had a good time and playing football, and this story is for all the little ones out there that's watching. He didn't start. He wasn't a starter when he played for Fulton. He barely got a lot of playing time, am I right? I remember when we played him, we was like, where's he at? He's on the sideline. But he went through everything to build himself up to get better. And as family, it's great to watch someone wake up and then everyone start recognizing what we all see. Someone that has a lot of heart and cares for a lot of people and doesn't really, down or talk bad about people, just a great young man. From watching him grow from a boy to a man has been a blessing. I know he's going to do great things. Can't wait to see him. And from all the cousins and everyone else, man, we love you, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Elijah, you want to say anything? No? No? Good?
Thank you for coming, everybody. I really appreciate it.
And last thing is that, we talked about the program being bigger than all of us, and you know, this team this year, this senior class is going to move on to bigger and better things. Maybe it's the medication I'm taking right now from my surgery, but Noel Myers, Detroit, Curtis, you guys are back. This program, programs don't just exist 1 year at a time, and we have personnel on our campus right now, and we've said this for the next 3 years. There is no doubt in my mind that we go play for and win it next year. We have that kind of talent. So people that start saying, well, you're losing a lot of guys, we're losing a lot of great players, but we got a lot of great players coming up. So I'm excited about it. Just keep that in mind, because there's great football ahead of us the next 3-4 years. Promise you. All right, so that being said, probably shouldn't have said that. We're going to, what we're going to do is, Elijah's going to sign his life away, and then we're going to take, the way we're going to do pictures real quick is this. I'm going to ask, because we got coaches that have got to go do some supervision. We're going to do coaches first with Elijah, then we're going to do family, and then any and everybody that wants to come up and do, we'll do it that way. Because I know we got more family members who want to come up here, so that's okay, we'll do it. But look, let's sign your life away. Patsy, if you want to take that second page, and you can go ahead and sign, take that top page off and take the second page. If you want to sign your part, Elijah can sign his, and you'll just pass it back. All right, Miss Patsy. Everybody knows Miss Patsy. What a sweetheart. It's been great. Good thing she got you.
Yes.
You're not going anywhere. All right. Elijah, congratulations.